Let me start with a simple question. Have you noticed how confusing the housing market feels right now? Seriously, everywhere you look, someone has a different opinion. One person says wait, another says buy now before the prices go up, and then someone else jumps in and says rates are going to drop, so just hold off. So, who is right? Here is the honest answer: none of them know your life better than you do. And that is exactly why buying a home is not about following popular advice. It's about making the decision that fits your timeline, your finances, your future. Today, I want this to feel less like a video and more like a real conversation between you and me. Because if you're even thinking about buying in 2026, there are a few things you deserve to understand clearly, without drama, without the hype, without anyone trying to rush you. So let me ask you this thing. When you picture your next home, what are you really picturing? Take a second and think about it. Is it more space, a shorter commute, better schools, a quieter neighborhood? Maybe it's your first home, or maybe it's the home you feel yourself growing into over the decade. Whatever it is, that vision matters more than market headlines because the smartest buyers don't start with the market, they start with their life. Now, before we go deeper, if conversations like this help you cut through the noise and understand the market in simple language, please go ahead and subscribe the channel. My goal is simple: to help buyers and sellers make smarter decisions, especially as we move through a market that is going to reward prepared people. And honestly, the more this channel grows, the more people we can help avoid very expensive mistakes. All right, let's talk about what's actually happening. First, forget the idea that there is one housing market. There isn't. Mm, Real estate is hyper local. One neighborhood can be competitive while another, just 5 minutes away, has homes sitting longer. One house gets multiple offer, another sees price reductions. That's why broad headlines can sometimes create unnecessary fear. Instead of asking, what is the market doing? A better question is, what is my segment of the market is doing? Now, let me ask you something important. Are you the type of person who likes to feel fully prepared before making a big decision? Or do you sometimes find yourself reacting to what's happening around you? There is no judgment either way. But this matters more than you think. Because in today's market, I am seeing two types of buyers: prepared buyers and pressured buyers. Prepared buyers move with confidence. They understand their numbers, they know their comfort zone, they don't stretch themselves thin just to win a house. Pressured buyers, on the other hand, they often feel rush. They worry someone else will grab the home. They panic when they hear rates might change. They feel like they are running out of time. Let me reassure you of something right now. You are not late. You are not behind, and you do not need to panic to buy a house. Good decisions rarely come from panic. Now, here is another question for you. Have you ever walked into a beautifully staged home and immediately thought, wow, I love this? Of course, you have. Everyone has. I have. But here is what most buyers don't realize: homes are designed to make you fall in love. The lighting is brighter, the room feels bigger, the furniture is perfectly placed. Sometimes even the scent is intentional. Um, and there is nothing wrong with appreciating beauty. Just Don't let emotion make the decision for you, because the moment emotion take over, logic gets quieter. And when logic gets quieter, buyers tend to overpay, overstretch, and overlook things they normally wouldn't. So here's a simple rule I often share: love the home, but respect the numbers. Both matter. Now, let me shift gears and ask you something a lot of buyers struggle with. Are you waiting for the perfect interest rate? If so, you are not alone. But here is a calmer way to think about rates. Trying to perfectly time interest rates is a little like trying to predict the weather 6 months from now. Even experts get it wrong. Instead of asking, is this the lowest rate? Ask yourself, is this payment comfortable for my life? Because comfort creates sustainability. And sustainable home ownership is what builds long term wealth. Stretching yourself too thin might get you the house, but it can also take away your financial breathing room. And let me tell you, breathing room is one of the most underrated luxuries you can give yourself. Now, here is something many buyers are surprised to hear. Negotiation is quietly making a comeback. Not everywhere, not on every home, but opportunities are showing up again. Seller's credit, closing cost help, rate buy downs, repair requests. These conversations are helping, but typically they happen for buyers who show up prepared. So, preparation is not just helpful, it's powerful. If this is already helping you understand the market more clearly, tap the like button so more buyers and sellers who are trying to navigate through 2026 can find this video too. Better information leads to a better decision. All right, let's keep going. I want to ask you one of the most important questions in this entire video. Of course, it's not would you buy a house now, but this: if you bought a home, could you comfortably see yourself staying there for next 5 to 7 or maybe 10 years? That question changes everything, because real estate rewards time. Short-term thinking creates stress. Long-term thinking creates stability. Life will change, markets will shift, but time smooths many of those bumps. Now, let me tell you what I am seeing confident buyers focus on today. They are not chasing perfection, they are chasing alignment. Does the home support their lifestyle? Does the commute make sense? Is the neighborhood growing? Will this home still work for us few years from now? Because a great home doesn't just look good, it makes everyday life easier. If you need guidance, whether you are buying, selling, relocating, or even planning for the future, you will find several helpful resources right below this video. Think of them as your starting point when you're ready. And if you prefer a direct conversation, there is also a private link to connect directly with me. No pressure, just guidance when you need it. Also, if you happen to be watching from outside my area, I have built a trusted referral network of agents across the country. So, wherever your move takes you, you don't have to figure it out alone. You'll find that link below as well. Now, let me leave you with something I want you to remember. There is no such thing as a perfect market. Only buyers who are prepared and buyers who are not. The goal is not to outguess the market. The goal is to enter it from a position of clarity. So, quiet the noise, Step back from the headlines, focus on your readiness. Buy a home that supports your future, not the one that strains it. And trust yourself enough to move when the decision makes sense for your life. If conversations like this brings you clarity, you're going to feel very at home on this channel. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.